We often think of heroes as loud, dramatic figures, rushing in with a flurry of action. But sometimes heroism is quiet. It's a silent strength, a steady presence when it matters most. This is a story about that kind of hero, a magnificent white Alaskan Malamute, Niko. Alaskan Malamutes are legendary. We picture them with their thick, snowy fur, pulling sleds across vast, frozen landscapes, their powerful bodies built for endurance and the harshest cold. Their howls echo through Arctic winds, a sound of the wild. But Niko's story isn't about racing across the tundra or pulling heavy loads. His story unfolds in the quiet stillness of a mountain village, and it teaches us about a different kind of strength, the power of quiet awareness. Imagine a small, peaceful village nestled among mountains capped with snow. Life here moves at a slower pace, in rhythm with the seasons. It was in this serene setting that Niko lived with his family. He wasn't your typical, boisterous dog. Niko was a watcher, an observer. His presence was large, but his demeanor was incredibly calm. He rarely barked, preferring to take in the world with his intelligent, dark eyes. He seemed to understand things without needing to make a sound, a gentle giant content to simply be. He'd spend his days near the family home, a silent guardian wrapped in a thick white coat, watching the world go by. One crisp winter afternoon, the world was painted in white. Fresh snow had fallen, blanketing everything in a soft, pristine layer. A young boy named Lucas, full of the boundless energy of childhood, was playing outside. The snow was perfect for making snow angels and leaving tiny footprints. For a child, it was a winter wonderland. And watching over this scene, from his usual spot on the porch, was Niko. His gaze followed Lucas, a silent, steady watchfulness that was part of his nature. He wasn't playing, he wasn't demanding attention. He was simply there, a constant, reassuring presence. Lucas, lost in his world of winter fun, ventured toward a small, gentle slope behind the house. To him, it was just another hill to explore, covered in the same soft, inviting snow. But winter can be deceptive. Beneath that fluffy surface, a hidden danger lurked. The ground was slick with a layer of ice, and at the bottom of the slope, a shallow stream lay frozen, its icy surface concealed by the fresh snowfall. It was a trap waiting for an unsuspecting step. As Lucas started to walk up the slope, his small boots lost their grip. In an instant, the fun turned to fear. He slipped, and the gentle slope became a slick, uncontrollable slide. He was heading straight for the hidden frozen stream. He tried to get up, to dig his hands into the snow, but his little body couldn't find purchase on the icy surface. Panic began to set in as he slid faster, unable to stop his descent. This was the moment. The moment when everything could have gone wrong. But Niko saw it all. And in that split second, the calm observer became a swift protector. There was no barking, no frantic alarm, just pure, focused instinct. He launched himself from the porch, a silent white streak against the snow. He didn't run to the parents to alert them. He ran directly to the child. With incredible speed and precision, Niko sprinted to a point just ahead of the sliding boy. He planted his powerful legs deep into the snow, digging his paws in to create an anchor. He turned his large body sideways, creating a living, breathing wall between Lucas and the danger below. It was a calculated, instinctive move, a demonstration of pure strength and intelligence. Lucas, sliding and scared, collided with Niko's soft, thick fur. Instinctively, the boy's small hands grabbed onto the dog's coat, clinging to him. And Niko didn't budge. He stood there, solid as a rock, absorbing the boy's momentum, holding his ground against the slippery ice. He was a furry, unmoving fortress, a silent anchor in a moment of chaos. He just stood there, letting the frightened child hold on to him, his calm presence a stark contrast to the boy's fear. The sound of the scuffle, the slight gasp from Lucas, was just enough to alert the parents inside. They rushed out, their hearts pounding, to see their son clinging to the side of their massive white dog, just feet from the hidden stream. Relief washed over them as they ran to Lucas, pulling him back to safety. He was cold and shaken, tears freezing on his cheeks, but completely unharmed. Once Lucas was safe in his parents' arms, Niko simply stepped back. He gave a mighty shake, sending a cloud of snow flying from his fur, and calmly trotted back to his spot on the porch. He sat down, once again the quiet observer, as if nothing out of the ordinary had just happened. For him, it wasn't a heroic act to be celebrated. It was simply what needed to be done. There was no need for praise or attention. He had seen a problem and provided a solution. That day, everyone in the family, and soon the whole village learned a profound lesson. They had always admired Niko for his beauty and gentle nature, but now they understood his true depth. They realized that heroism isn't always about noise and fanfare. It's not always about barking alarms or dramatic rescues. Sometimes the greatest acts of courage are performed in silence. They come from a place of deep instinct, unwavering strength, and the simple, powerful act of being exactly where you are needed, at exactly the right time. Niko wasn't just a pet. He was a guardian. His quietness wasn't aloofness. It was attentiveness. His stillness wasn't laziness. It was readiness. He taught everyone that true strength doesn't need to announce itself. It's a quiet confidence, a protective instinct that runs deeper than any sound. And in that quiet mountain village, a white Alaskan Malamute named Niko became a legend, not for the races he could win, but for the silent, steadfast love with which he protected his family. He was a true hero in the quietest, most powerful way possible. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with us. If you were touched by Niko's quiet courage, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming stories. We'll see you in the next one.